Oh, Wayne. Won't see his face again. Won't see his face again. Biggest hellraiser this town ever saw. Guess he's still down to Huntsville?
Be out a few years. Good behavior.
Now, Wayne was always smart. Remember, he got out of the army by shooting off his toe.
Blew off half his foot.
Old Wayne. Shit. Everyone I knew was either married, or moved to Oklahoma, or shot off their foot, and I can't decide which is worse.
Wayne was a mean bastard.
What makes you say a thing like that?
He hit me on the head with a toe.
He was probably trying to teach you something. Probably had a moral to it.
What kind of moral can there be when somebody hits you on the head with a toe?
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Did I ever tell you about the time old Wayne and me went to Boise City, Louisiana?
About 100 times.
Boise City. Boise City. Got a sound to it, don't it? Boise City. Babylon on the Red River. Sin, hot women, sticky summer nights. The biggest of nightclubs between Texas and Miami Beach. Boise City. One-armed bandits, teenage prostitutes, drunken driving. All the things that make life worth living. One summer morning in 1967, Wayne said to me, "Roy, we can either get drunk here in Maynard, or we can get drunk in Boise City." So we drove to Louisiana. And I mean, Ray, as soon as we got there, wham! Just like that, things started to happen.
What happened?
We saw a car wreck.
Wow!
That was nothing. We saw 3 before we left. We were in 2 of them. Wayne was a hell of a driver. I tell you, we started at one end of that Boise Strip and worked our way to the other. Club Flamingo, the Log Cabin Club, Kim's Lounge, and the Ormo Merle, Kimberly Whiskey Go Go. Ray, it had 3 dance floors that lit up.
Did you dance?
You know I don't dance. Wayne danced.
Did you get in any fights?
We got kicked out of Ace's Lounge and Mr. Torch for fighting.
You couldn't get out of these fights?
Hell no, we started them. Dan, at the Swamp Club, Wayne tried to pick up these 2 Italian girls. Well, their boyfriends didn't like that one bit. And let me tell you something, Ray. If you're ever in that part of the world, don't ever get involved with no Louisiana Dagos. There ain't nothing worse than the Southern Mafia.
Are they the ones that pulled a knife on you?
Yeah, they're the ones that... Hey, you've heard this story before, didn't you?
Yeah.
You broke my story. Where was I?
You were right at the part where the Italians pulled out their knives, and you and Wayne run back to the truck to get your shotgun. But then the Italian guys pull out their guns and start shooting at you. But you make it back to the truck, and while Wayne backs the truck out of the parking lot, you fire out the window at the Italians. Wayne backs up into the car, hits a fence, and then as he's leaving the parking lot, he sideswipes an oncoming Cadillac.
It was a Lincoln Continental.
Or a Lincoln Continental, depending on how drunk you are when you're telling the story.
The story don't change, it happened. We had ourselves a time.
Well, sometimes you say a stray bullet kills an old woman.
Well, sometimes I forget that part.
How can you forget gunning down an old woman?
It wasn't an old woman exactly. What it was a bowling alley. There was a bowling alley next to the parking lot.
How could you mistake an old woman for a bowling alley?
It was dark.
Okay.
Anyway, me and Wayne ended up in Kim's Lounge. And Wayne begins to sweet talk this girl down at the end of the bar. And pretty soon he's taking this girl out to the pickup truck. He told me it wouldn't take long, so I ordered another drink. Then, in about 5 minutes, old Wayne comes back in as white as a sheet and says, "Boy, let's get the hell out of Boise City." So we did. But after only 6 hours on the Boise Strip, we had ourselves 2 fights, 2 car wrecks, and had a little gun battle with the Southern Mafia, and Wayne Wilder had French kissed a man in a dress. So Wayne, down to Huntsville. Here's to you, boy.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Roy.
Hey, Cletus.
What are you boys doing out here?
We're just shooting it out with the Italian Mafia.
Shoot. There ain't any Italians out here, are there?
You know any Italians, Cleveland?
Can't say as I do.
That's just as well. I have a feeling that Italians would hate you on sight. Even little baby Italians, without ever being told just how hideous you are, would hate you.
Yes.
How are you, Cletus?
Fine. Perfectly fine.
That's good.
How are you, Ray?
I'm fine.
You know. He just chimes in with this fucking asshole comment. Just, you know, I'm part Italian. You know, I'm part Italian.
Gotta do it, dude. You gotta do it, man.
Like something fucking like
I
Will
know.
Ferrell would say.
I know.
Okay. You know, I'm part of Italian myself. That's right. My mother was an Italian my father met during the war.
I see. So, what are you boys doing out here?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
How can you do nothing?
I can't do nothing for very long, but Roy can do nothing night after night.
What you need, Skeeter Fullanoy?
Nigh on forever. sorry.
What you need, Skeeter Fullanoy?
Don't call me that.
That's what I've always called you, Skeeter.
Yes, but I run an appliance store now.
What's your full name, Skeeter?
Cletus T. Fullanoy.
Cletus T. Fullanoy. What's the T stand for?
Nothing. Don't stand for nothing.
It's gotta stand for something.
No, it don't. My daddy wanted me to have a middle initial. He never had one himself, and he said it had killed his ambition.
Are you ambitious?
Someday I hope to go into politics.
You do, and I'll shoot you.
You're a caution, Roy. You really are.
Why don't you go away, Cletus? Why don't you go away, Cletus? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna close my eyes and think of something. Think of pleasant thoughts like Christmas and reindeer. And when I open when I open them, you'll be gone like a bad dream. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a little shiny. You ain't gone, Cletus.
I know. I got something to talk to Ray about.
What?
It's private.
Haven't you figured out what to do in bed yet?
What do you mean?
I hear you can't find the vagina, Skeeter.
Who told you that? Did you tell him that?
Now, Cletus,
You did. You did tell him that. I can't believe you told him that.
it just slipped out.
That's my private sex life. Things like that don't just slip out.
Is that your problem, Skeeter? Have things just been slipping out lately?
No! And don't call me Skater.
What should I call you then?
I'm not talking to you.
Cletus.
I'm not talking to you either.
Cletus, if you're not talking to Roy and you're not talking to me.
Who the hell are you talking to, Skeeter?
Nobody and nothing. Sure are a lot of stars out tonight. Sure are. There's the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. There's Orion. I haven't seen stars like this since my honeymoon. Amy Lee and me. We camped out near Lake Cherokee up near Tulsa. I mean to tell you, that Oklahoma, that's God's country.
I'm going in for a drink. Then I come back, make sure this asshole's gone.
I don't think Roy likes me.
He hates you, Cletus. When did you start smoking, Cletus?
What time is it?
It's about 1.
I started about 45 minutes ago. I think I'm hooked.
How do you like it so far?
It's alright. Tastes like shit though. It makes me dizzy too. And it makes your breath stink. Even your fingers stink.
Think you stick with it?
I don't think so. I think I'll give it up. I don't want to get lung cancer. In fact, I think I'll give it up right now. Whew. I feel better already. Now I can start clearing out my lungs. Tomorrow I'm going to start running track.
What made you take it up?
Severe depression. It was either cigarettes or alcohol. And you know what alcohol does to me. I could be a damn alcoholic if I didn't watch it.
What's your problem, Cletus?
Well,
Is it about your wife?
no, damn it. It's not about my wife. And by the way, I resent the fact that you told Roy about my private sex life.
I apologize.
I had a few questions, that's all. Just a few questions.
I apologize.
That damn book, shit. It showed a little squiggly line with an arrow that said vagina. How was I to know? A vagina don't look nothing like a squiggly line.
No, but what does it look like?
You know, I shouldn't be talking about this. I'm a Baptist, and we just don't sit around talking about our wives. sacred reproductive organs.
Okay.
And that's alright. I forgive you. Ray, why does Roy hate me?
He doesn't like your shoes.
Why?
He just doesn't like them.
I've always looked up to Roy.
So have I.
I don't know, he was always like an idol to me. I suppose he was real good in sports and he was real popular with girls. And he had that 1959 pink Thunderbird convertible.
Still does.
Yeah, then too, he was the only boy from Maynard to go off to Vietnam.
I had football knee.
I had to run the appliance store.
What you driving at, Cletus?
See, it's just that I always wanted to be just like Roy. See, I cut my hair like Roy, I bought cowboy shirts like Roy. I saw HUD 6 times. Nothing worked. Girls still didn't like me. It ain't easy when you got a name like Skater.
I know, Cletus.
How do you know? How can you possibly know what it's like to go through life as Skeeter? What do they call you growing up?
Ray?
Well, with me, it was either Skeeter or Cletus. And either way, it was humiliation.
Get to the point.
I just always wanted to be just like Roy. I had the hair combed right like him, and I had the shirts like him. Nothing worked. But deep down, deep down, I know what was the difference between me and Roy.
What was that?
A 1959 pink Thunderbird convertible.
Ah, I see.
If I just had that car, life may have turned out different for me. I could see myself with Sandra D flying along about 90 miles an hour, the top down, Sandra's long blonde hair waving in the wind, telephone posts humming by. There goes one. There goes one. It would have been a beautiful thing to behold. The life would have been complete. Well, Ray, tonight I had the chance to make my life complete. You can understand that, can't you, Ray?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Cletus.
Here.
These are the keys to Roy's car.
Yes, they are.
Where did you get these keys?
You left them in on Angel's bar when you came back here looking for Roy.
Roy loves that car, Cletus.
It was a beautiful thing to behold.
Was? Was a beautiful thing to behold, Cletus? What in the name of God have you done, Cletus?
I took it.
You took Roy's 1959 pink Thunderbird convertible?
I did.
What did you do then?
I broke it.
You what?
I was in the Angel's bar. I saw you lay the keys on the counter. You forgot you left them when you came out here.
And you took them?
I just wanted to take a spin, I swear. Just a spin.
What happened, Cletus?
I'm running off the road.
Where, Cletus?
Down past old man's Perky's place at the curve in the road. I couldn't hold it.
Well, that's flat land there. There's nothing to run into out there.
Think about it, Ray.
There's one tree.
One gigantic, ancient, unmovable cottonwood tree.
You run the Thunderbird up against the cottonwood, didn't you, Cletus?
I'll run the Thunderbird through the cottonwood, Ray.
Is it in one piece?
The cottonwood is.
And the Thunderbird?
It hit that tree and fell apart like an old thing made of rust. As pieces of that car spread from here to yonder, the biggest piece burst into a great wad of fire. It was pretty.
Where were you?
I was thrown from the car by a miracle. By all rights, I should be dead.
Don't worry, you will be.
He's really gonna be mad, ain't he?
Mad? Hell, Cletus, he'll kill you.
That's what I gotta talk to you about.
I can't do nothing to help you.
Help me? Help us. You're my accomplice.
What do you mean?
You left the keys on the counter, didn't you? It's half your fault.
That's the way Roy'll figure, too.
Really? Good. Well, that's what I want to talk to you about.
What?
Don't you say you wrecked the car? You're his brother. He won't kill you. Now, me, he hates me to begin with. But you, what's the worst he could do?
Break my arms?
That's not so bad.
And my legs, too.
No, his bark's worse than his bite.
His bite is pretty awful, too.
Don't tell him I did it. Please don't tell him I did it. It'd be like throwing Christians to the lions. It'd be like the early Christian martyrs.
Cletus, the early Christian martyrs didn't go around wrecking people's cars.
Please, Ray, please.
Shut up, will you? I gotta think.
Think about what?
Shut up!
What'll I do while you're thinking?
Look at the stars.
I can't look up at him. All I see is a dead thunderbird.
Take up smoking again.
Can't kill me. I'm a married man. That ought to count for something. Maybe if I moved to Mexico, he might not follow me there. Or Central America. Maybe like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I could go out in a blaze of glory, shooting it out with the federales. I wonder if you can take a U-Haul to Central America.
Cletus, I've been thinking.
What you come up with?
Nothing. There ain't nothing to come up with.
Come on, Ray. Get in the car. We can be in San Antonio by dawn.
Forget it. You just get the hell out of here. I'll take all the blame.
What? You mean it? Goddamn, that's Christian of you. Goddamn. Now, look, Ray, if you ever need anything from me at all, anything at all, you just know where to find me. You come into my daddy's store, I'll get you a goddamn 10%, no, 15% discount. I don't care what daddy says. You hear me?
I hear you, Cletus. Now get gone.
I just want you to know how much I... Thank you. You danced real fine.
What the hell are you still doing here, Cletus?
I just wanted to say that you're one of the finest, most respectful persons it's ever been my privilege.
God damn it, quit shaking my hand.
I just want to say that deep down, I know that you got a Christian respect for life, liberty, and love of family and friends.
Come here, Skeeter. Let's get one thing clear. I wouldn't piss in your mouth if your guts were on fire.
I know you wouldn't. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll just be going now.
Why don't you do that?
I'll just be going now.
Don't say it! Just do it. Look at here, Ray. Pull my goddamn shirt pocket.
I got a whole drawer full of them shirts just like them. Just that you're welcome to them, all of them.
Yes. You're welcome to them. All of them. Just get.
How'd you tear your shirt?
I was on my way out to the parking lot. I wanted to see my car.
Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't get to the parking lot.
Good.
Nah, I got in a fight with Ricky Wright.
I'm surprised he'd fight with you.
It took some doing.
Why'd you fight him?
He was drinking Pearl beer and made me mad. Why would anyone drink that horse-pissed Pearl when you could be drinking Lonestar?
I wouldn't drink it for money.
Want another?
Could do one.
Wish I could hear a kayak sometime.
Me too. Ain't none no more.
No.
We poison them all off.
I'd sell my soul to hear a kayak.
Oh! Oh!
I wouldn't even mind a few drunken Indians now, man.
We got rid of them before we even got rid of the coyotes.
Goddamn Texas. You ain't got coyotes, you ain't got Indians. What the hell do you have? What the hell you got, Texas?
We got international harvesters. We got plenty of them.
Sometimes you wonder what this country must have been like in the early days. Goddamn. All this country was open and breathing free.
There were Indians then.
Yeah?
Buffalo.
Yeah?
Buffalo chips.
Yeah?
And there were deer.
Uh-huh.
And antelope.